Hi guys, welcome to a new video. So today we'll take a look at another replay, and that will be the first 1v1 replay against Prawsha. So we have six games, 1v1s against Prawsha here. As you can see, all of them are played again on 75 game speed, but the first one will be actually played at 100%. I think this is a little bit older replay, but we can still take a look on that. I don't remember it exactly, but you'll see what's going to happen here. Of course, Dark Side Forest 1v1. The most balanced 1v1 we can probably get, and most typical. As you can see, I'm playing as Beast, and I think he's playing as Empire exactly. And of course we spawned once again next to each other. Actually, I think this is the same position we saw in the previous video I was showing you against Maybe Next Time. We just have swapped the factions or races, because I was playing as Empire against Maybe Next Time, and he was Beast, and now I am Beast, and Prawsha is playing as Empire. So we'll see it from the other perspective, let's say. As you can see, I'm going for a really quick arena here. Probably a small mistake by not going for stables as well. Also, the arena should have been delayed by a few more seconds before minions returned a little bit earlier. But as I said, it was a little bit older replay, I think. I probably didn't have polished all of my build orders yet during this time, so there will be probably small mistakes that make it a little bit inefficient. But maybe I'll actually build with the minion both of these buildings. Yeah, I was actually doing this. It's also viable. I was not really showing it in the basic build orders, I think, but this is basically the same principle that you use while playing as Empire, because as Empire you build of course barracks, and then you use the same peasant to build farm. As you can see, my minion is now not building the stable. This was definitely a mistake. I lost like 5 seconds here. Also, I shouldn't have went here with the second minion, because I still need Boron and I don't really need this arena. But as you can see, I want to go for Goblin Hunters really quickly, so I probably won't be even making any warriors, maybe one, so definitely not the most efficient thing. If you want to do this like do it like this, you need to build the arena to like 550 HP, I think, a little bit over half, and then go finish the stable, then make Boron and finish the arena, everything with 1 minion. And you can also do it like that, but I just like to do it with 2 minions right from the beginning, which you saw in my basic build orders. During the time, just getting some gems and wood as well, getting the Goblin Hut, and as you can see, Prawsha went for basically immediate expansion. So we see the economy strategy being played here. Of course, he has no idea what I'm playing, I think. I'm pretty sure we both played random as always. I have no idea where he is. If I played, for example, Fallen and I just scouted him here with High Stinger, I would just kill him probably, and it would be GG immediately. So even though we spawned next to each other and he actually created the town hall between us, because we could have also spawned like this next to each other, I would be in the top right corner, but then if we created the expansion here, it would be away from me. Now it's actually between us. This is the most vulnerable position, but I just had really late scouting. Also, I will be probably going to the opposite side of the map first, which I usually do. I don't know if I will be scouting with this warrior as well, but I definitely should. He was also not scouting yet, so he doesn't know as well, but he already has a swordsman, so now if he actually finds me, I will see that he has a swordsman. I will not really think of him having an expansion, so this is something he definitely will have for some time before I even know. And as you can see, he already has all the peasants in his main town, so this is just an extra income now, and it's gonna pay off all of these resources that he spent on these buildings pretty soon, basically in like 1 or 2 minutes. So definitely he is going to get an advantage pretty early on. He already found me while I'm just running around the map. He's also scouting here with his peasant, but mainly this swordsman is here. I'm scouting him really weirdly, actually even stopping my mining process here by bringing the minions to damage the swordsman. I will eventually kill him, which is of course nice. I gained half a level almost for my Goblin Rider, but it was definitely not worth it to stop my mining process. So I don't think this was a wise idea. Now I'm just scouting with this warrior even more. He has some swordsmen here, so I'm not gonna be able to push this, and here are 2 towers, so this is totally broken. As you can see, I even took lots of damage here. The warrior will almost die. So now I need to figure out the strategy. But once again, I found the expansion. even though I was building this bestiary earlier. But even if I wasn't, immediately when I see the expansion here, I know I cannot contest him on the resources anymore. I just need to go for Charles. As you can see, he's also going for Gnome Workshop immediately. Actually, 2 of them, because he will have enough resources for that. He has ton of gems and gold won't be a problem probably. He's also bringing his swordsman to the expansion probably because he expects me to attack on it. And he knows that I will probably go for Charles because there is no other way of playing this unless I have also expansion somewhere that he doesn't know about, which I don't, so the only thing I can do is try to push him, and I of course need Charles for that since he got towers, and the only answer for him against Charles are of course catapults. Potentially he can just create an arc and put some pikemen into it, and then try to drop the pikemen on my troll. That would be also an option, but in all cases he just needs Gnome Workshop. Potentially he could also make Steambirds, but he of course can't do that yet. He would need a castle. Gnome Alchemist, that's definitely not something he can do yet. But I'm already creating a third troll, which is really good. I also made a Weapon Master, just to get some extra upgrades. I probably already have the Gnome Boomerang, not Gnome, sorry. Boomerang training, or how is it called? Just the boomerang upgrading Goblin Hat. I forgot the name now. So that's one upgrade for Goblin Riders that increases damage and also range. But you can of course get more upgrades in Weapon Master, or you can just get some armor for your warriors and Goblin Riders. That's always also good. I have only one witch, which is not ideal, but I'm already producing another one, making a 4th troll. So even though he already has Gnome Workshops and 2 catapults actually, and the maximum upgrades on his towers, I have a ton of trolls. He has the swordsman behind me, which is really good, really well played by him, so he's immediately bringing them here, also shooting me by the catapults really well. But as you can see, he didn't really micromanage this too well, so he lost his catapult, even though he did a ton of damage to me. I was going to run on the trolls. I think I will probably use Stone Form, of course, so he won't be able to kill any of my trolls. He wasted a ton of time running to them, so I just splashed kill him with my Goblin Riders. It was really good micromanagement. Of course, he's still shooting me. He will kill one troll with his catapults. This was probably not the best idea to run into the towers, but I just decided to commit to it because I wanted to destroy this as quickly as possible. I wanted to bring his attention off my trolls, so even though I will lose ton of units here, I can still bring my trolls up. Also another one actually came here, and now I just need to splash the towers down really quickly with my trolls. I can just tank the damage here with my Goblin Riders. He will bring new swordsman here, which is kinda annoying, but I just need to finish the towers really quickly. And then I can easily bring my units back to my trolls, help them. I just keep spamming new units. Of course I lost all of my Goblin Riders, so I also lost all of my bonds and population, but I can remake that really easily. Now I'm just spamming troll attack on the catapults. Maybe I'll lose this troll here, but we should be fine. And since he doesn't have any towers, of course he can still have a chance, because even though he invested so many resources into all of this, he still got also a ton of more resources than I had. Also he's building a towers again, which is interesting. But he still has one full income, same as I do, but he doesn't know that I don't have an expansion, so he's trying to still push here, which is a mistake. Basically he should have just left this, recreate the buildings, which he basically did, even though he's not making temple and a Gnome Workshop in his town. He's just making more barracks, even though he doesn't have resources for that many units, so I don't know what he was planning here. He's even making Dryads to enchant my trolls, bringing his peasants back, which is definitely good. He also has one Phoenix here, just a scout. He maybe also could have just brought the peasants out immediately, or at least one of them, and start building expansion somewhere else, then keep slowing me down like he did. And then he could have just transferred to another position. Maybe I wouldn't find it there, but this was definitely not played too well by him. He tried to defend this, and that was the worst option he had. He either should have relocated this expansion, or just leave it and play one base against one base. If he also made some catapults here, he still would have chance, especially with the enchant of his Dryads. That will be probably really useful. Of course I'm checking this location, but I won't be going to other locations on the map probably. Actually, I'm going here. I'm doing really good scouting job here with my minion, checking all the positions. So maybe relocating wouldn't even help him. I didn't remember, of course, these small details that I did, but it's definitely well played. As you can see, he's casting enchants on my trolls, but I think... I don't know, he had 3 Gerards, but only enchanted 2 trolls, but I think there were 3 enchant animations, so I don't know what he enchanted. And he just said GG, and of course left the game. So really nice demonstration of how to react if you find out that your opponent is making an expansion really early on. You just want to make a timing push, so that means of course you will go for siege units. Of course it's a little bit more difficult with Fallen, for example, because getting to Avengers is a little bit harder, but usually you just want to go for siege units and try to attack him with your strongest army you can make. If I attacked too early, I wouldn't have strong enough army yet to actually siege him down, especially his towers. If I waited too long, he would just gain too big of an advantage with his resources, and I would also lose. He also invested ton of units into, resources to all of his buildings. He was making 2 gnome workshops, even though he was producing in both of them. He just needed to make bigger army earlier, or just react differently. Maybe do some scouting as well, which he was doing around the map, but not in my town. So overall, there were definitely some small mistakes that could have been prevented. But of course, I also made mistakes. Yeah, so it is never a perfect gameplay. Here you can see the resource difference. Yeah, over 2,000 gold, which is a lot. But gems are pretty balanced. We also spent basically the same amount, so we didn't even get an advantage in gems. Of course, basically same wood, even though we spent a little bit more because of the extra buildings in his expansion. Also, Empire built a little bit more, of course. Yeah, I had 7 buildings, he had 25, but the wood spend is still basically the same. But he definitely spent more gold, which I wouldn't be even able. We basically both had almost no gold left. Unspent, I mean. But a nice gameplay, or a nice replay, almost 14 minutes, which is basically a default, yeah, around 15 minutes. So this is really standard, and next time we'll take a look at another game against Prawsha. As I said, there is 6 replays against him, so we'll take a look at another one in the next video. So thanks for watching, and take care, guys.